In the heart of Washington, D.C., there lived a man who was not just any ordinary citizen, but the President of the United States. With great power came great responsibility, and this president carried the burden of his office with dignity and grace. But behind his stoic demeanor, a dark secret lingered in the shadows of his past. You see, before he was elected president, this man had a life like any other American. He had hopes, dreams, and flaws, just like everyone else. And on one fateful night, this man made a grave mistake. In a fit of rage, he took the life of another human being. The circumstances of this crime are hazy and shrouded in mystery, but one thing is for certain: the president was responsible. The guilt of his crime weighed heavily on his conscience, but he knew that he could never confess. After all, he was the leader of the free world, and the American people needed to believe in his integrity and leadership. So the president buried his secret deep within himself, never speaking of it to another living soul. But the weight of his guilt continued to gnaw at him day and night. He began to lose sleep and to experience visions of his victim's face. Despite his turmoil, the president continued to lead the nation with poise and conviction. He made great strides in foreign policy, domestic reforms, and social justice. But the president knew that his secret would always be a part of him. He feared that one day, someone would uncover the truth and expose him for the frightening he believed himself to be. Years passed, and the president's legacy grew stronger with each passing day. He was revered by many as a great leader and a champion of democracy. But still, his secret ate away at him. He began to make subtle mistakes, forgetting important details and making small errors in judgment. His closest advisors began to notice the changes in the president's behavior, but they could not put their finger on the source of his distress. Some speculated that he was overworked, while others wondered if he was simply aging and slowing down. Meanwhile, a journalist named Kate Beckett had stumbled upon a clue that could unravel the president's secret. She was working on a story about a cold case from decades ago, a life-taker that had never been solved. As Kate dug deeper into the case, she began to notice connections to the president's past. She followed leads and interviewed witnesses, piecing together the puzzle of the president's dark history. Kate knew that this story could change the course of history, but she also knew that it could cause more harm to her career if she wasn't careful. Kate continued to investigate the case, careful not to alert anyone to her findings. She spent countless hours poring over old documents and speaking with people who knew the president before he was elected. One day, she came across a name that sent a chill down her spine: John Smith. This was the name of the victim from the cold case, but it was also the name of a man who had once been close friends with the president. Kate knew that she was close to uncovering the truth, but she also knew that she needed to tread carefully. Kate decided to confront the president directly, but she needed a way to get close to him. She hatched a plan to pose as a potential intern, hoping to land a position in the White House. After months of hard work and networking, Kate finally landed an interview with the president's chief of staff. She played the part of an eager young journalist, eager to learn from the president himself. The chief of staff was impressed by Kate's resume and her passion for politics, and he decided to give her a chance. Kate was offered an internship in the White House press office. Kate began her internship with enthusiasm, eager to use her position to gather information on the president's past. She quickly made friends with the other interns and staff members, earning their trust and respect. But as the weeks passed, Kate began to question her motives. She had come to the White House to expose the president's secret, but she had also come to admire his leadership and his dedication to the American people. Kate knew that revealing the president's secret would cause irreparable issue to the country and its citizens. But she also knew that keeping the secret would go against everything she believed in as a journalist. As the pressure mounted, Kate found herself at a crossroads. She had been invited to a private dinner with the president, an event that would give her the perfect opportunity to ask him about his past. The night of the dinner arrived, and Kate found herself seated across from the president, her heart racing. She took a deep breath and decided to take the plunge. "Mr. President," she said, her voice shaking slightly, "I was hoping I could ask you about something that happened many years ago." The president's expression remained stoic, but Kate could sense the tension in his body. "What is it you would like to know?" he asked. Kate steeled herself and continued. I was looking into an old case, a murder that was never solved. It seems that the victim, John Smith, was a friend of yours. Can you tell me what happened? The president's face turned ashen, and he set down his utensils. That was a long time ago, he said. I'm afraid I can't discuss it with you. Kate pressed on, determined to get to the truth. Mr. President, I know that this is a difficult subject for you, but I believe the American people deserve to know the truth. If you don't tell me what happened,